And now we have our presenter, Sheryas, on the topic of innate incredibility. Give it up for Sheryas.
If you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing it is stupid. Albert Einstein said this, and when we think of Einstein, we think of probably the smartest man that ever lived. Yet when you hear this quote, it makes absolutely no sense. Why would you ask a fish to climb a tree? It's absurd. But I want you to think about this quote and what it means. But I'm not here on this TEDx stage to talk about this one quote, so I'll start from the beginning. I'm here today to tell you about this amazing idea and philosophy that can revolutionize the way we think and the way we look at the people around us, as well as how students are educated. This idea is applicable to everyone's day-to-day life, and it should make you realize the value of yourself and others around you. This idea is called innate incredibility. It believes that every human has a seed of capability to do something incredible. It also believes that with the right conditions, this seed of capability will no longer be a seed, but a plant of achievement. This idea is the idea that every single human being you will ever meet in your lifetime has this innate ability and capability for incredibility. Now, what is incredibility? Incredibility, it's a phenomenon, and words just don't do it justice, so I'm not even going to bother. I'm kidding, obviously. Incredibility can be doing something amazing, courageous, or interesting. But to be honest, I can't define innate incredibility. And what I mean by that is, I can't give it a general definition for all to follow. It's on an individual basis. It depends on what the individual is passionate about. It depends on what they find worthwhile. And thus, I can't define it. Now, you may ask yourself, what is passion? There's a guy, his name is Dave Fontenot. He defines passion as an obsession. So let's use that as a guideline. Now that you have a better idea of what innate incredibility is, the next logical question would be, if everyone has this innate incredibility, why isn't everyone changing the world or even doing things they're passionate about? And I believe that this is because not everyone has unlocked their innate incredibility. Whether it be lack of motivation, lack of guidance, or even just the depletion of resources to unlock it, there are many reasons why someone has not unlocked it yet. This segues into my next topic. Having education reformed. Having education changed to help unlock a child's innate incredibility. To fully explain how to unlock innate incredibility, we're going to need to look backwards. Education, starting in about 6th grade, will separate kids into advanced courses and others into support classes. You're put into these support classes because you, in 6th grade, are branded basic. Basic, that's what our state standardized test calls basic. Who wants to be called basic by the state government? I mean, the actual government is labeling you and branding you as someone who they think doesn't deserve the same kind of education. Someone who is destined for less greatness just because you can't choose between C or D. Believe it or not, this is a small example of branding. Let's think big. I like to think big. Let's think on a national scale. Scratch that. Let's think on an international scale. Let's talk about the SAT. How many of you in this auditorium know what the SAT is? I mean, most of you do. All of you are in high school, right? But the SAT determines a lot. College Board, the administrator of the test, says the test determines whether you are sufficient for college or not. Just to see what all this hype is about, I registered to take it at a local high school. Before I was given the test, I was also given advice. Someone told me that guessing was a good strategy, and that for most of the tests, I didn't need to know a thing but good test-taking strategy. That simply astounded me. That simply guffawed me. As you can imagine, this single test determines so much in your life. What test score you get can determine what kind of college you get into. What kind of college you get into can determine what kind of education you get. What kind of education you get can determine what kind of job you get. What kind of job you get can determine how much money you make. And most importantly, my friends, how much money you make can determine whether you buy 1 scoop of ice cream or 5 scoops with toppings. People, the SAT is a game changer. It can determine how much ice cream we get to eat. This test is a perfect example of what locks innate incredibility because it prevents kids from fulfilling their potential by telling them a brand. Branding is not good. Highlight, underline, star, not good. One more time for emphasis, not good for children because it can affect their psychological state. Students can go their whole lives thinking they're insufficient. Insufficient for college and insufficient for life. If everyone has this premonition that everyone is a genius, then you stop branding kids. You are giving an equal opportunity to all. A statement that built the American way. So yeah, innate incredibility, that's pretty cool, right? I mean, how do you unlock it? Well, here are 3 ways to unlock incredibility. First, you need to give opportunity to people. Second, you need to guide people towards their passion. And finally, you need to share your wisdom. That's it. These are all things that anyone can do on a daily basis without even giving it much thought. You, I see in the corner there, you, and really everyone in this whole auditorium and this whole wide world can unlock innate incredibility. Specifically schools. What I'm asking is not impossible. I'm asking that schools do their job and educate students the way they need to be, the way we deserve to be. So, I mean, who am I? I mean, I'm a high school freshman who still orders off the kids menu. I mean, who am I? Well, I've had the honor of getting to compete at many different levels. For example, at the Scripps National Spelling Bee, I met some of the brightest and the best the world has to offer. And I've seen these top contenders in a variety of things, and to be completely honest with you guys, before they were amazing people doing amazing things, they were just ordinary people following their passion. How many of you were watching the National Spelling Bee last night? Anyone? Well, 2 of my good friends won actually, Vanya and Gokul. Now, they're just ordinary kids, but the one thing that sets them apart is that they have a passion and they follow it. This is why innate incredibility is important, because everyone can eventually unlock their innate incredibility. They just need to find their passion and develop on it. So the theme of TEDx East Brunswick High School is the pursuit of happiness. What does innate incredibility have to do with the pursuit of happiness? It has everything to do with it. When you follow your happiness, when you unlock your innate incredibility, you're using something that's already there within you, that innate ability and capability for incredibility. So, at the end of this talk, I mean, now what? I mean, we're gonna go have a really nice dinner and go back to our lives, right? What do I want you to leave this auditorium with? Well, first and foremost, you should follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I had to get that out there. But, I mean, what do I want you to leave this auditorium with? Well, when you leave this auditorium and you go back to your lives, I want you to do one thing for me. Stop. And open your eyes to the amazing. Open your eyes to the amazing people that can do amazing things, that can change this world. Open your eyes, and you will see unlimited possibilities. Possibilities that we cannot even fathom. These people just need your help to unlock their innate incredibility. So, let's all help unlock other people's incredibility so that we may all unlock our own. Thank you.